possibly military doppelgangers, maybe. They're definitely too loose and out of shape to be actual military. But they have some sort of formation and organization in their running, and they've also got a number of other people moving around with them. Could be military mixed with non-military family members. Anyhow, at the end of the day, they decided that it would be an effective strategy, despite the fact that we have been here every single day giving full disclosure to our sets of circumstances, and there isn't anyone within this demographic that isn't aware of what's going on. They decided to incentivize whatever fake version of Xavier they just allowed to tell law enforcement, after I've submitted multiple police reports, including but not limited to the police report submitted 2 to 3 days ago, in which I clearly identified myself, as I normally do, in normal calling and interaction with law enforcement, specifically the Boys Town location, the Larrabee location. I have been identifying myself and interacting with them regularly since all of this began in approximately 2020. With that being said, Xavier decided to give testimony to one of these officers who approached him this morning next to my vehicle and say that we were in a space of just having lost our apartment. And I'd like to go on the record and make sure everyone understands that whatever this version of Xavier is, he has a huge swollen stomach, like a fucking potbelly, as if he's storing something in his stomach. He looks to be about 13 months pregnant. That is not a joke. His legs are of regular size, so they're not fat. He's not holding a bunch of fat. His arms, the same thing, but he has a huge swollen abdomen, literally looking as though he may give birth to 4 or 5 babies at any given time. It's taut and tight. It's not fat or soft. And he looked directly into the face of law enforcement and body cam of law enforcement and strategically told them that we were here because we, quote, lost our apartment. We did not lose our apartment. After 6 years of me being raped, sexually assaulted in other ways, financially robbed, subjected to various amounts of fraud, being promised that they would, and numerous other issues, being promised that they would run a reconciliation in which I was rehabilitated financially to exactly the dollar amount that was taken from me each day, Xavier decided yet again, clearly working for the opposition's goal rather than my own, which is to keep the record honest and accurate, mixed with law enforcement testimony, actual recording, video evidence, social media evidence, medical record footprints, and other digital footprint technology that would indicate truth. Not permit this fake-ass government structure to continue giving phony narratives so that they can be removed from any sort of responsibility in my rehabilitation or in addressing any of the ways that I have been victimized over the last 6 years plus. I would like everyone on this line to fucking be deemed deceptive. They are working together in a strategy to cause harm and misleading. They can all fucking die. To the next group of individuals who thinks that it's their job to create deceptive or misleading information or video, creating some sort of reason for any individual who would have the ability to offer us assistance in a moral and ethical way, to think that I'm here because something as simple as I lost my apartment took place. I would like all of you to be indicted. You are deceptive agents. Please remove yourselves from my fucking life and from my experience. My husband has been used for sex. My husband has been trafficked and pimped. His body has been used as a housing unit to store God only knows what. He has been tasked with every job other than being a good husband to me or good father to Weston. I have not eaten a meal in several days. I have worked 7 out of 7 days of the week for the previous 20 plus months. I would like all parties involved in this, starving me openly and publicly, to die. This is not a United States format. The United States doesn't permit its citizens to sit on the side of the street starving to death. I will now begin to identify some of the individuals who are walking by my vehicle so that on the record and off, I can have an accurate determination of who this deceptive demographic currently is, who's moving around with them, what exactly they're involved in, some of their license plate numbers. On the days where people are speaking truth, I would love to be involved in identifying those individuals as well. For now, we can only understand that Xavier's been tasked with Fifth of Five, which is a technology that they have been using to pursue individuals who have been deceptive. Xavier using Fifth of Five technology means that his behavior will, in most sets of circumstances, very clearly give idea to whatever is being deceived, hidden, not wanting to be disclosed openly in the demographic. If Xavier begins stealing alcohol and getting drunk, it's realistic to believe that the demographic is one of individuals who are currently engaging in excessive amounts of alcohol use. This woman does not want her face to be shown. If the demographic is a group of known drug users, Xavier, here are the formations of which I've been discussing. They're clearly too disorganized to be military. However, they are way too organized to be civilian. They have all sorts of weird shit going on here. Gender changing. This shit is fucking weird. And I don't like it at all. What the fuck? I filled my gas tank to 169 miles until empty yesterday. I drove less than 8 or 9 miles. And then I came here and parked and turned off my vehicle. And I am currently at 61 miles until empty. I have not been having my car on at all. That is 108 miles of gasoline taken from my vehicle. And no, there's not a gas leak. And no, there's nothing going on with the mechanics of my vehicle. And how do I know that? Because it's inconsistent at best. Some days I stay above 300 miles for days, driving here and there and to and fro. We have a deceptive authority in this demographic. And I would be perfectly willing to take over as the authority.